Top Democrat snaps anti-Trump selfie. Viewers shocked to see what he's holding in his hand. By Robert Rich Politics, U.S. News for MadWorldNews.com. As the left continues to get more and more desperate, the supporters of the progressive liberal movement are now abandoning the Democrat lawmakers in droves. Too bad for liberals everywhere. Their agenda just took another hit after a top Democrat decided to snap an anti-Trump selfie, and viewers were left shocked to see what he was holding. It doesn't take much to be a so-called progressive these days. In fact, all you really have to do is disagree with, attack, and argue over every little thing President Donald Trump says, despite the fact that some of Trump's policies were formally supported by leading Democrats. It's nothing more than spite. Proving just that most recently is top Democrat Congressman Keith Ellison, who thought he was being clever. Too bad for him. It seems that the anti-Trump selfie he took blew up in his face just about as quickly as he posted it. As you can see in the image he shared on Twitter with the caption at Moon Palace Books, and I just found the book that strike fear in the heart of it real Donald Trump. That's going to strike fear in the heart of Donald Trump. Are you kidding me? Ellison's left viewers shocked as they noticed what he was holding. Come to find out, the man actually had the audacity to grab a copy of the Antifa manual before snapping the shot. Really? Really? Of course, we all know that Antifa is nothing more than a bunch of sniveling brats who don't like Trump. Of course, wanting to stay comfortably at home in their mother's basements, not having to work, and wanting a socialist society where they benefit off of the efforts of others. Well, let's just say they're not too keen on the ideas of accountability and responsibility. However, the worst part about Antifa isn't the fact that they're a bunch of entitled brats. It's that they believe they're allowed to commit acts of violence to further their agenda. Too bad for them. That's not the way things work here in America, and even Democrats were forced to admit that. In fact, the idea of declaring Antifa a domestic terror organization was on the table for a while. There are even reports suggesting that the Department of Homeland Security has officially designated them as such. There was so much pressure on the group that even Democrats had to disavow them, including House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi. However, it looks like some idiots out there didn't get the memo and still support the anti-fascist fascist group, despite them being nothing more than an often disorganized band of terrorists. Democrat Congressman Keith Ellison proved just that but it didn't come without consequence just like that. Mediate reports that social media lit up with justified outrage. Matt Wolking. In light of this photo from a Democrat member of Congress, a reminder, the Department of Homeland Security altered state and local officials, alerted state and local officials about Antifa in 2016, labeling the group as domestic terrorist violence. Absolutely. Very clarifying to hear that you're pro-violence. The FBI and DHS consider Antifa a domestic terrorist organization. Keith is a DNC official and member of Congress. Does the DNC now support terrorist groups? Every Democrat in Congress should have to answer for this on the record. Absolutely, I agree with that statement. DNC co-chair and sitting Congressman Keith Ellison, known for his far-left ideology and anti-Israel views, promotes a book about #Antifa, a far-left radical group that has a well-documented history of violence against political opponents. Mark Dice may have just put it best when he said a terrorist manual should concern the president, especially in the hands of a member of Congress. Absolutely. Love Mark Dice. There is no excuse for violence. I don't care who you are or what you believe. You do not have the right to put your hands on or bring harm to anyone else. Antifa wishes to justify their violence by saying that they're acting in self-defense, but they're perverting the meaning. Yeah, right. Self-defense is used in order to protect oneself when someone else is physically attacking you and the threat is imminent. Just because your political agenda is being threatened does not give you the right to lash out like a child and start hitting people. And it's not, I don't know why they use terminology like lash out like a child. No, lash out like a vicious criminal, I would say. The fact that some Democrat lawmakers still support this mentality is enough to leave just about anyone shaking their heads, especially considering the fact that they like to pretend to be morally superior to everyone else. So true. In the end, the only reason someone would stoop to such lows is for one reason and one reason only. They're losing. Perfect. The left knows it, and now we know that leading Democrats know it as well, as we watch them flounder for support anywhere they can get it, and even if it's from terrorist groups, they better buckle up. Things are only going to get worse from here, for them, I should add. Absolutely. And actually, Mark Dice is right. It should, especially in the hands of the members of, it should concern the president. It should concern all of us American citizens here to have this in the hands of this idiot. Really, it's disgusting. Disgusting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.